So as the title suggests, today I just wanted to take some time and just thank everyone. Thanks to everyone who's had some nice comments or posted something nice in a forum or taken the time to write me, an email or anything like that. Just thanks to everyone, and thanks for all the subscribers and everything. And just it's the little comments that sort of at the end of the day that make the whole thing of making each video sort of worthwhile to me. And although I'm not trying to get rich or famous or anything, I'm just trying to teach and have these lessons available and for free. Having these little comments really help me and drive me harder to make more content and more stuff for people out there like you guys. But yeah, so today I just wanted to thank everyone, and I wanted to say that in a few weeks I'm very, very lucky. I've actually got some time off. I've got a few weeks all to myself. So they'll be studying, unfortunately. They're always studying. In a few weeks, I'm going to have all this time to myself, and so what I thought was plenty of time to make new videos or answer people's emails or anything like that. So what I was thinking was, if there's something that you personally, whoever you are, you're struggling with, or you have a hard time grasping your fingers to play, or you don't understand why you're playing these things or anything like that, or speed building or whatever it is, just either comment this video or comment in a forum. So if there's anything that's particularly concerning and you don't want to sort of voice your opinion because maybe you think it's too silly, or you think maybe there's so many other more important questions or whatever, just send me an email, and that's just anonymous. Like, I'm not going to ever say someone's name or whatever. But yeah, so that's it for today. So just tell me what what you're interested in, and I'll go through that. So as it's been a year, I thought I'd answer and show you guys some of the crazy things or the strange things that people have asked me so far that I haven't really answered before, but I thought I'll answer them right here. So here's 10. They're not necessarily in any order of crazy or strangeness, but here they are now. Okay, so one is it was just peculiar, not even really strange or anything, just out of the blue. What shoes do I wear? Okay, here goes. So, as you can see, I wear Converse Chuck Taylors pretty much all the time. I've got a few different pairs, and this is a pretty newish pair, looking nice and clean. And here's a pair that have lasted me quite some time. And as you can see, they pretty much fell apart. They lasted they lasted as long as they could, and then they just gave up, and there were just too many holes. But they certainly lasted me years and years. But I guess here would be a after shot, and here's a before. The second one I've been asked a few times now, just mostly through emails and stuff, is what do I do in my time off? Well, because I'm at music college, sort of 4 or 5 days a week, and then I'm working sort of 3-4 days a week, there's really not a lot of extra time that I have. But generally, I just catch up with mates, or just planning what videos to do in the future, or just trying to write my own compositions, or trying to get better at a skill that I don't normally do, like piano or singing or something like that. But generally, that's what I do. Or, I guess every couple of weeks I go nuts and I just start cooking or whatever for some crazy reason. That's pretty much what I do in my spare time. Next one I get asked, I've been asked a few times as well, what sort of hobbies do I have other than music? And that's, everything in regards to music. Well, really, the only sort of, I guess, 2 other hobbies that I have, that I spend a little bit of time on, is one is fitness. Like, I love staying fit, and most mornings I wake up and I go for a bit of a jog. It's not a very long jog or anything, but it's just to sort of help wake me up or whatever. And then the other thing I sort of like every now and again is just a little bit of video games. Like when I was a kid, years and years ago, I used to love all the sort of Nintendo stuff, so I do that every now and again. But yeah, those would definitely be my two hobbies. Some video games, but mostly fitness. Fitness is probably the biggest one. Now, strangely enough, a few people have caught up on this as well, probably just through people that know me or whatever. But yes, I do have a cat named Dog, and if you come along with me now, I'll see if we can find her somewhere. So the next sort of question is, I guess, sort of comes off the fitness one from before. But the next sort of thing that people ask me is, in regards to fitness and stuff, is how much do I eat? And generally, I know it sounds crazy, but generally it's like 6, or if I have time on a good day, maybe 6 to 7 meals a day. I know it's pretty crazy. Like, they're not huge meals. They're not like some of the Monkey Lord stuff that you see him eating. That's crazy. But they're pretty big. They're pretty big meals, and I try and have them, as often as I can. The tricky thing is if I'm like, I get hungry every minute of every day. I'm always starving, and so the tricky thing is when I go to school, like, I often take a few different meals or whatever that I can have between classes. And I've had to go into like the lecturers or the teachers, whatever you want to call them, have to put them in their fridge sometimes, while they're not there, just so that they don't go bad in my locker or whatever. But yeah, so generally like 6, I'd say six times a day. And yes, I have a mug with myself and my brother and my uncle on it. Interesting stuff. Next one is actually pretty funny. I thought it was just like a one-off, so I wasn't going to say anything, but it's happened twice. I don't really understand it. You guys can tell me what you think. Apparently, I look a little, or maybe I had a haircut once that was similar to Jesse Spencer. There's a picture coming up on the screen. If you're not sure who he is, he's an Australian actor that was in, or he could still be in, the TV show House. About sort of the doctors and stuff like that. It's actually pretty funny. I don't really think that I look anything like him. Some people have said similar. I don't think so. Not at all. But the funny thing is, and the strange thing that people don't know, is my mum used to tutor. She used to teach the kids on Neighbours. And this is many years ago. And so when I was in primary school, years and years ago, I would actually go there after school and hang out with all the actors, and because I was just a kid or whatever. And I used to hang out with Jesse Spencer because he was on Neighbours before he made his big breakthrough on House. And so I used to hang out with him after school for a couple of years. So it's really funny that people would suggest that I look like him, but no, I don't see it, not at all. This is just a quick one. People ask me this, a lot of the time, how many guitars do I own? And it used to be a lot more. I used to just have a crazy amount of guitars back when I was sort of working a bit before I went back into study. That's basically all I'd spend my money on, gear. I'd have so much gear, and now over the years I've just been trying to get rid of it and just trying to have like a Strat sound, a Telecaster sound, a Les Paul sound, and that's basically all I want. And I mean, you can have more, of course you can. They're just the main sort of sounds that I know that I'm going to sort of use all the time. So I just want those 3 different sounds and then an acoustic. So that's what I'm going for. So at the moment I still have a little bit of selling to do. I've still got 8 guitars. I've got a couple acoustics, and the others, they're all electrics, but there's just some I've just been meaning to slowly get rid of, but you have a guitar for so many years, it's a bit sentimental or whatever. But yeah, so I have 8 of them, okay? Okay, this is one that I get asked quite a bit. What do I do? Well, I'm currently studying music teaching and performance in Australia, and I'm doing an advanced diploma. I've just about finished that, and I'm about to start my 2nd year of a bachelor degree in music composition theory and teaching. It's a pretty broad course. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm studying full time. I'm there 4 or 5 days a week, and it's going to take me a little while. I've still got a little bit to go. But yeah, I love studying, and it really wouldn't be that bad if I studied for the next 10 years to come. I really like it. It's pretty exciting once you find something that you're really into, and it's almost like the hours it's like you're playing guitar, or you're going for a run, like with some people. The hours just fly by. Like, I don't even realize that I'm studying because it's something that I want to do, and it's something that I'm passionate about. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing at the moment. One of the other questions I get quite a bit is, what is this guitar that I use quite a bit? And I use it all the time. It really has a good feel, and I love the tone. It's an Ibanez. There's the headstock for you. It's an Ibanez Stratocaster from the late 70s. and it's as you can see, it's not all original. All of the electronics have been changed out, but I bought it secondhand maybe 2 years ago now. These are all older, quite old DiMaggio pickups, and it's really cool having a lipstick pickup in the middle. And originally when I saw it, I thought, oh, I'll have to change that out. But it really blends nicely with the others and gives it a completely different sound. But the cool thing is that I haven't ever talked about before is here, where you'd normally have like another tone or a volume, you've actually got like a three-way switch. If you can hear the click sound. You've actually got a three-way switch, and what that does is it lets you use the front and the bridge pickup together, or all three pickups, 1, 2, 3, all three pickups on at once, and it just gives you a few more sound. A Stratocaster is already, a pretty versatile instrument, but it just adds that another level of depth. So yeah, so that's what I use. I use all the time, but as soon as my Chapman ML1 gets back from the shop, I'll definitely be using that. I can't wait. It's been in the shop for far too long. Okay, next question. And the last sort of thing that I get asked quite a bit is what are sort of my long-term goals. So I've got a little bit of study left to do, but as soon as the degree's finished, the plan is hopefully to head over and to become a guitar teacher and a music teacher over in the USA. And I come from Australia, and so I'd love to teach over there in some of the really big music universities and learn as much as I can, and maybe even continue studying there a little bit myself. Yeah, so that's the plan. So I'm just making steps towards that goal. So that's it, guys. That's all the little quirky things that people have asked me over this last year. Some of them pretty weird, but I thought, whatever, I'll answer them all. But yeah, if you've got any requests for videos, or if you're having trouble if you're stuck on something, or if you just want a helping hand with something, and I've got heaps of time over the next few weeks to help you guys out. Okay, and the other thing is, of course, just thanks again to everyone for all the kind comments. And yeah, it really means a lot to me, like when someone says that they've learnt something or that they hadn't thought of something that way. Yeah, I take that everything on board, all of the constructive criticism, I take that on board as well. And so thank you for putting in the time. See you later.